The cosmic chessboard, humanity's first contact. The vast expanse of space had always called to humanity, a siren song of endless possibility and adventure. For centuries, scientists, dreamers, and explorers had gazed up at the stars, wondering if we were alone in the universe. On a crisp autumn morning in 2047, that age-old question was finally answered. Dr. Samantha Chen stood in the control room of the Arecibo Observatory, her eyes fixed on the monitor before her. The radio telescope had picked up an unmistakable pattern, a signal of clearly artificial origin. As she and her team worked tirelessly to decode the message, news of the discovery spread like wildfire across the globe. Governments scrambled to respond, religious leaders sought to reconcile their teachings with this new reality, and the public alternated between excitement and fear. The signal, once decoded, contained a simple greeting and an invitation to join the galactic community. As Earth prepared for its first official contact with alien life, another drama was unfolding light years away, in the chambers of the Galactic Council. The Council Chamber was a marvel of alien architecture, a soaring dome of crystalline material that seemed to bend light in impossible ways. Representatives from 1,000 different species gathered here, their forms as varied as the stars themselves. At the center of it all stood High Counselor Zix Tara, a being of pure energy contained within an ornate metallic shell. Order, we shall have order. Zix Tara's voice resonated through the chamber, silencing the cacophony of alien languages and thought transmissions. We have confirmed that the species known as humans have received our signal and are preparing for first contact. The question before us now is how we shall proceed. A reptilian creature with iridescent scales stepped forward, its forked tongue flicking out as it spoke. High Counselor, I propose we welcome these humans with open arms. Their creative potential could be a valuable asset to our society. Before Zix Tara could respond, another voice cut through the air. It belonged to Admiral Krovax of the Obsidian Imperium, a towering figure clad in armor as black as the void of space. And what if their potential proves to be our undoing? We've all seen the reports. These humans have advanced from primitive tool use to rudimentary space travel in a mere blink of cosmic time. Their rate of technological progress is unprecedented. Murmurs of agreement and dissent rippled through the assembled representatives. Zix Tara raised a tendril of energy, calling for silence once more. Your concerns are noted, Admiral, but we must not let fear guide our actions. The Council has always stood for peace and cooperation among species. Krovax's eyes narrowed, a dangerous glint in their crimson depths. Peace is admirable, High Counselor, but it must be backed by strength. I move that we take precautionary measures to ensure the humans do not become a threat to galactic stability. As the debate raged on in the Council chamber, none noticed the shadowy figure slipping away from the proceedings. In a secure communication room, hidden from prying eyes and ears, the figure activated a heavily encrypted channel. This is Black Knight to home base. The Council debates, but they are weak, blinded by their ideals of peace and cooperation. The humans represent a clear and present danger to our way of life. Recommend immediate activation of the Black Armada. We must be prepared to strike before these humans realize their full potential. A garbled voice responded, Understood, Black Knight. The Armada stands ready. Continue to monitor the situation and report any developments. We will not allow these upstarts to upset the balance of power we've worked so hard to establish. As the communication ended, the figure's lips curled into a sinister smile. Let the Council play at diplomacy. The Black Armada would ensure that humanity's reach did not exceed its grasp. Back on Earth, blissfully unaware of the cosmic chessboard upon which their fate was being decided, humanity continued its preparations for first contact. In labs and workshops around the world, scientists and engineers worked feverishly to develop new technologies, hoping to make a good impression on their galactic neighbors. Dr. Chen, now heading the Global First Contact Initiative, stood before a panel of world leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1 month's time, We will be welcoming representatives from the Galactic Council to Earth. This is, without doubt, the most significant moment in human history. We must be prepared not just technologically, but culturally and philosophically as well. As she spoke, images flashed on the screen behind her, schematics for advanced propulsion systems, plans for a united Earth government, proposals for how to share the benefits of alien technology equitably among all nations. We stand on the threshold of a new era, Dr. Chen continued, her voice filled with passion. An era where humanity will take its place among the stars. But we must approach this opportunity with wisdom and caution. We don't know what challenges or dangers may await us out there. If only she knew how prophetic those words would prove to be. In the shadows of an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Beijing, a group of figures huddled around a makeshift communications array. They were members of a secret organization known as the Terran Vanguard, convinced that alien contact would spell doom for humanity. "We cannot trust these aliens," growled their leader, a former military officer named Colonel Zhao. "For all we know, this invitation could be a trap. We must be prepared to defend ourselves by any means necessary." As humanity oscillated between hope and fear, preparation and paranoia, the stage was being set for a conflict that would shake the very foundations of the galaxy. The cosmic chessboard was arranged, the pieces were in motion, and the fate of humanity hung in the balance. Little did anyone know, on Earth or in the council chambers, that the actions of a select few would soon ignite a firestorm that would forever change the course of galactic history. The Black Armada was mobilizing, Earth was awakening to its cosmic destiny, and caught in between were countless species and civilizations, soon to be swept up in a tide of events beyond their control. As the day of first contact approached, a palpable tension filled the air on Earth. In homes and public spaces, on screens large and small, people watched and waited. The future was rushing towards them at light speed, bringing with it promise and peril in equal measure. In her office at the First Contact Initiative headquarters, Dr. Chen looked out at the night sky, her mind racing with possibilities. "Whatever happens," she whispered to herself, "we'll face it together, as one human race." Little did she know, the true test of humanity's unity and resolve was just beginning. The cosmic chess game was about to enter its next, crucial phase, and the moves made in the coming days would echo across the stars for millennia to come. Rising tensions, the Black Armada's secret moves. The gleaming spires of New Armstrong City rose from the lunar surface, a testament to humanity's first triumphant step beyond Earth. Dr. Samantha Chen stood at the viewport of the city's central dome, her eyes fixed on the blue marble hanging in the void. It had been 5 years since first contact, and humanity's progress had been nothing short of miraculous. Incoming transmission from Proxima Centauri colony, Dr. Chen announced the AI assistant, its holographic form shimmering into existence beside her. "Put it through, ARIA," Samantha replied, turning to face the large display screen on the wall. The rugged face of Colonel Marcus Rivera filled the screen, his expression grim. "Dr. Chen, we've got a situation here. Our deep space sensors picked up something unusual." Samantha's brow furrowed. "Unusual how, Colonel?" "We detected a massive energy surge just outside our solar system. It matches no known signature, alien or human. And then it vanished, like it was never there." A chill ran down Samantha's spine. This was exactly the kind of anomaly they'd been warned about by their allies in the Galactic Council. "Send me all the data you've collected. I'll consult with our Arcturian friends. They might have insights we lack." As the transmission ended, Samantha couldn't shake the feeling that this was only the beginning of something much larger. Light years away, aboard the Black Armada's flagship Void Reaper, Admiral Krovax stood before a holographic display of the Milky Way. Red dots pulsed across the map, each representing a human outpost or colony. "Status report," he growled, his obsidian armor gleaming in the low light. A subordinate, a being of pure energy contained within a crystalline exoskeleton, approached. The quantum disruptors performed as expected, Admiral, the humans detected our presence, but our true nature remains hidden. Krovak's mandibles clicked in satisfaction. Excellent. Proceed to Phase 2. Deploy the nanite swarms to their outer colonies. Let's see how these humans handle a real threat. As the Black Armada set its insidious plans in motion, back on Earth, an unexpected discovery was about to change everything. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, head of its xenoarchaeology department at Tokyo University, could hardly contain her excitement as she burst into the secure conference room. The holographic faces of world leaders and top scientists flickered to life around her. "Ladies and gentlemen," she began, her voice trembling with excitement, "we've made a groundbreaking discovery. An alien artifact buried deep within the Mariana Trench. Carbon dating suggests it's been there for over 100,000 years." The room erupted in a cacophony of questions and exclamations. Dr. Chen, joining remotely from the moon, raised her hand for silence. "Dr. Tanaka, what can you tell us about its function?" Yuki took a deep breath. "It appears to be some sort of quantum entanglement device. But here's the kicker. It's tied to a network that spans the entire galaxy. A network that's still active." The implications were staggering. Humanity had stumbled upon an ancient alien internet, a repository of knowledge that could catapult their understanding of the universe forward by millennia. As news of the discovery spread, it didn't take long for it to reach the ears of the Black Armada. Admiral Krovak's eyes narrowed as he processed the information. "This changes everything," he hissed. "If the humans gain access to that network, they'll become unstoppable." He turned to his second-in-command. "Accelerate the timeline. We strike now, before they can unlock the secrets of that device." Unaware of the looming threat, humanity threw itself into the task of deciphering the alien artifact. Scientists from every nation worked around the clock, pooling their knowledge with that of their alien allies. It was Dr. Chen who made the crucial breakthrough. As she inputted the final sequence into the quantum interface, the artifact hummed to life. Streams of data, more vast and complex than anything humanity had ever encountered, began to flow. But as the first secrets of the ancient network were revealed, alarms blared across every human settlement in the solar system. "Multiple unidentified vessels dropping out of FTL," shouted a technician in the Lunar Command Center. "They're on an attack vector." Dr. Chen watched in horror as the tactical display lit up with hundreds, then thousands of hostile ships. The Black Armada had revealed itself, and humanity was caught completely unprepared. As panic spread and defense systems scrambled to respond, a message broadcast across all frequencies in every human language. "Humanity, your rapid advancement ends here. Surrender now, and we may yet show mercy." In that moment of crisis, as the shadow of the Black Armada loomed over Earth and its colonies, humanity faced its greatest test. Would they succumb to fear and division, or would they unite in the face of this overwhelming threat? Little did the Black Armada know, they had grossly underestimated the human spirit. For in unlocking the secrets of the ancient alien network, humanity had gained access to technologies beyond their wildest dreams, and they were about to show the galaxy why you should never, ever corner a human. As the first salvos of the Black Armada rained down on Earth's defenses, a small, diverse team of humans and alien allies worked feverishly in a hidden bunker beneath the Mariana Trench. They had minutes, perhaps seconds, to activate the planet's last, best hope for survival. Dr. Chen's voice crackled over the comm system. "Status update, Mariana team. Tell me you have good news." Dr. Tanaka's fingers flew over the alien console, her mind interfacing directly with the quantum network through a newly developed neural link. "We're almost there, Samantha. The progenitor defense grid is coming online. But there's something else. Something hidden deeper in the system." As she delved deeper into the alien code, Dr. Tanaka's eyes widened in astonishment. "By all that's holy, Samantha, I think we just found the key to saving not just humanity, but the entire galaxy." The battle for Earth had begun, but with it, a new chapter in galactic history was about to be written, one in which humanity would prove, beyond all doubt, why they were a force to be reckoned with in the cosmic arena. Diplomatic dance. Humanity joins the galactic stage. As the Black Armada's assault raged across the solar system, something unprecedented occurred. The ancient progenitor defense grid, awakened by Dr. Tanaka's team, sprang to life. Massive structures, hidden beneath the surfaces of planets and moons, emerged. Shimmering energy fields enveloped human colonies, effortlessly deflecting the Armada's most potent weapons. Admiral Kravax watched in disbelief as his fleet's attacks dissipated harmlessly against the alien shields. "Impossible," he hissed. "All units, fall back and regroup." But retreat was no longer an option. From the heart of the progenitor network, Dr. Tanaka had unleashed humanity's secret weapon, the Nexus Protocol. Streams of dazzling light erupted from Earth, branching out to touch every human ship and installation. In an instant, the entire human fleet became interconnected, their computational power and reaction times increased 1,000-fold. Aboard the Lunar Command Center, Dr. Chen gasped as the Nexus Protocol integrated with her neural implant. Suddenly, she could sense every human ship, every weapon, every soldier in the system. They moved as one, with a synchronicity that defied explanation. "This is incredible," she whispered. "Humanity united, not just in spirit, but in mind." The tide of battle shifted dramatically. Human ships, previously outmatched, now danced between enemy fire with impossible precision. Their weapons, guided by the collective intelligence of billions, struck with unerring accuracy. As the Black Armada faltered, a new signal cut through the chaos. The Galactic Council, alerted to the conflict, had arrived in force. High Counselor Zix Tara's voice resonated across all frequencies. "This aggression ends now. Black Armada, you have violated every tenet of galactic law. Stand down immediately." Caught between the newly empowered human fleet and the Council's peacekeeping armada, Admiral Kravax had no choice but to surrender. In the aftermath of the battle, as the Council's representatives boarded the Void Reaper to accept Kravax's surrender, Dr. Chen made a startling discovery. The Admiral's obsidian armor wasn't just for show, it was a containment suit. Inside writhed a mass of dark energy, a being of pure entropy. "By the stars," gasped Zix Tara. "The Void Dwellers. We thought they were just a myth." As the truth unfolded, it became clear that the Black Armada wasn't simply a rogue faction. They were the vanguard of an ancient race, beings who fed on chaos and destruction. Their goal wasn't mere conquest, but the unraveling of the universe itself. In light of this revelation, the Galactic Council convened an emergency session. For the first time in its history, a new species would be granted immediate full membership. Humanity, with its unique connection to progenitor technology and the game-changing Nexus Protocol, was needed more than ever. Dr. Chen, still linked to the collective consciousness of humanity, addressed the Council. Her words came not just from her, but from the combined wisdom and determination of her entire species. "We stand ready to join you," she said, her voice resonating with the power of billions. "Not as conquerors, not as saviors, but as partners. The Void Dwellers threaten not just our civilizations, but the very fabric of reality. Together, we can face this threat." High Counselor Zix Tara's energy form pulsed with approval. "Then let it be so. Humanity is hereby granted full membership in the Galactic Council, with all rights and responsibilities therein." As the council chambers erupted in a chorus of cheers and congratulations, Dr. Tanaka's voice cut through Dr. Chen's thoughts via their neural link. "Samantha, you need to see this." Yuki's excitement was palpable even through the digital connection. "I've delved deeper into the progenitor network. There's a map. Coordinates to something called the Forge of Creation. Whatever it is, the Void Dwellers are terrified of it." Dr. Chen's mind raced with the implications. The key to stopping them permanently. "Possibly," Yuki replied. but it's located in the most dangerous region of the galaxy, the quantum maelstrom. No ship has ever survived its turbulent spacetime. A sly smile spread across Dr. Chen's face as she turned back to address the council. Esteemed colleagues, humanity accepts your gracious offer of membership, and as our first act, we'd like to propose a joint expedition. Who's up for a little adventure? As murmurs of excitement spread through the council chamber, none could have predicted the incredible journey that lay ahead. The quantum maelstrom awaited, with all its dangers and marvels, and beyond it, perhaps the power to reshape the very nature of reality itself. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage, not with a whimper, but with a bang. The cosmic chess game had entered a new phase, with higher stakes than anyone could have imagined. The race to the forge of creation was about to begin, and the fate of the entire universe hung in the balance. Little did they know, deep in the void between galaxies, ancient eyes had opened. The true architects of cosmic order stirred from their eons-long slumber. Humanity's ascension had not gone unnoticed, and the oldest game in creation was about to gain some very interesting new players. As Dr. Chen rallied the council to action, as ships were prepared and strategies devised, a new chapter in galactic history was about to unfold, one that would test the limits of not just humanity, but every sentient species in the cosmos. The universe held its breath, for the dawn of a new era had arrived, and at its heart stood humanity, imperfect, ambitious, and unbreakable. The stars themselves seemed to shine a little brighter, as if in anticipation of the wonders and terrors yet to come. Escalation, the quantum leap. The starship Novus, humanity's crowning achievement, hovered at the edge of the quantum maelstrom. Its sleek biomimetic hull pulsed with energy, adaptive nanomaterials reconfiguring in real time to withstand the intense gravitational forces. Dr. Samantha Chen stood on the bridge, her neural link interfacing seamlessly with the ship's quantum eye. Around her, a crew of humans and aliens worked in perfect harmony, their minds partially merged through the Nexus protocol. Final checks complete, announced Lieutenant Zara, a bioluminescent Arcturian. We're as ready as we'll ever be, Captain. Samantha nodded, her eyes fixed on the swirling chaos before them. The quantum maelstrom lived up to its name, a violently churning region of space where the very fabric of reality seemed to fold in on itself. All hands, brace for quantum leap, Samantha commanded, initiating Schrödinger drive in 3, 2, 1. The Novus shuddered as exotic matter flooded its power core. For a moment, the ship existed in multiple states simultaneously, allowing it to navigate the impossible geometries of the maelstrom. As they plunged into the heart of the storm, reality itself seemed to fracture. Time flowed differently here, backwards, sideways, in loops. The crew witnessed the birth and death of stars in mere seconds, saw galaxies collide and reform in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, alarms blared across the ship. "Quantum fluctuation," shouted the science officer, his tentacles writhing in agitation. "It's like nothing we've ever seen." A blinding flash of light engulfed the Novus. When it faded, Samantha gasped in awe. They had emerged in a region of space unlike anything in known galactic charts. Before them loomed a massive structure, a Dyson sphere encompassing an entire star system. But this was no ordinary megastructure. Its surface shifted and flowed like liquid metal, forming impossible geometric patterns that hurt the eye to look upon. "By all that's holy," whispered Dr. Yuki Tanaka over the comm. "We found it, the forge of creation." As the Novus approached, the surface of the Dyson sphere rippled. A voice, if it could be called that, resonated not through the air, but directly in the minds of every crew member. "We LCON, She Eldorian of Starlight. We HAV your arrival." The voice belonged to beings of pure thought and energy, transcendent entities that had long ago shed their physical forms. They called themselves the architects of eternity. Eons ago, the voices explained, we created the progenitor network as a test, a way to find species worthy of inheriting our legacy. Humanity, in unlocking its secrets and uniting with other races, has proven itself ready. But before Samantha could respond, space itself seemed to tear open. The nightmarish form of a void dweller emerged, a writhing mass of dark energy that seemed to devour light itself. "Abominations," it screeched, its voice like the death rattle of dying stars. "You will not interfere again." The void dweller lashed out with tendrils of entropic force, attempting to unravel the very atomic structure of the Novus. But the ship's quantum shields held barely. "This war has raged since the dawn of time," the architects explained. "The void dwellers seek to return all of creation to primordial chaos. We have held them at bay, but our time is ending. We need inheritors, those who can wield the power of the Forge to maintain the balance of reality itself." As the crew of the Novus fought a desperate battle against the Void Dweller, Samantha made a decision that would alter the course of galactic history. "We accept," she said, her voice steady despite the chaos around them. "Humanity will take up this mantle, not alone, but united with all the species of the Galactic Council." The surface of the Dyson sphere began to shift, opening like the petals of a cosmic flower. Energy beyond comprehension poured forth, suffusing the Novus and its crew. In that moment, Samantha felt her consciousness expand beyond the confines of her physical form. She saw the quantum threads that bound all of reality together, understood the delicate balance between order and chaos that underpinned existence itself. With a thought, she reached out and rewrote the quantum state of the attacking Void Dweller. It howled in fury as its very essence was transformed, its entropic nature transmuted into creative energy. As the light faded and the crew of the Novus regained their senses, they found themselves forever changed. They had become more than human, more than alien. They were now the stewards of reality, charged with safeguarding the cosmic balance. But their trials were far from over. As news of their transformation spread across the galaxy, reactions were mixed. Some hailed them as saviors, others feared their newfound power, and the remaining Void Dwellers, enraged by the loss of one of their own, prepared for all-out war. The stage was set for a conflict that would span galaxies and reshape the very nature of existence. Humanity and its allies stood at the precipice of a new age, armed with the power of the Forge of Creation and the wisdom of the architects. As Samantha gazed out at the vast cosmos, now seen through her transcendent senses, she knew that the greatest adventure was just beginning. The universe held wonders beyond imagination, dangers beyond comprehension, and it was up to them to navigate this new cosmic ocean. "Well," she said, a smile playing on her lips as she turned to her diverse crew of humans and aliens, "all now united as stewards of reality, shall we get to work?" The Novus's engines flared to life, powered by the fundamental forces of creation itself. As they set course for the heart of the galaxy, none could predict the incredible journey that lay ahead. But one thing was certain: the universe would never be the same again. Cosmic revolution, humanity's quantum crusade. The galactic core pulsed with ethereal light, a cosmic heartbeat visible to the newly awakened senses of the stewards of reality. The Novus, now more of a living entity than a mere starship, glided through the star-studded void, its hull shimmering with fractal patterns that seemed to bend the very fabric of space around it. Dr. Samantha Chen, or what she had become, stood at the center of the bridge. Her form flickered between solid matter and pure energy, a visual representation of the crew's transcendent state. Around her, humans and aliens alike had been transformed. Their consciousness expanded beyond the limits of ordinary perception. "Quantum anomaly detected," announced Zara, her bioluminescent skin now a canvas of swerving galaxies. It's like nothing we've ever seen." Before them, space itself began to unravel. A tear in reality opened, revealing a sight that defied comprehension. It was a metacosmic nexus, a junction point where multiple universes intersected. By the architects, Samantha breathed, her voice resonating across multiple dimensions. "It's beautiful. But the wonder was short-lived. From the depths of the Nexus emerged a fleet of void-dweller ships, their forms twisted amalgamations of dark matter and entropy. At their head was a vessel that dwarfed even the mighty Novus, the Nihil, flagship of the void-dweller Armada. Stewards of reality, a voice like dying stars echoed across the cosmos. Your meddling ends here. We are Legion, we are entropy incarnate, and we have come to claim what is ours. As the two fleets engaged in battle, the very laws of physics began to break down. Weapons fired beams of pure probability, altering the quantum states of their targets. Ships phased in and out of existence, occupying multiple positions simultaneously. But the stewards had an ace up their sleeve. Drawing upon the power of the Forge of Creation, Samantha initiated the Cosmic Convergence Protocol. In an instant, the consciousness of every sentient being in the galaxy was linked. 1,000,000,000,000 minds united as one, their collective will focused on a single purpose, the preservation of reality itself. The sheer power of this united consciousness began to push back the forces of entropy. Stars that had been snuffed out by the void dwellers reignited. Planets torn apart reformed. The very fabric of space-time began to heal. Realizing the tide had turned, the void dwellers unleashed their ultimate weapon, the Oblivion Engine. A sphere of absolute nothingness began to expand from the Nihil, threatening to erase everything it touched from existence. In that moment of crisis, Samantha made a decision that would reshape the cosmos. Reaching out with her expanded consciousness, she tapped into the underlying quantum field that connected all things. With a thought, she initiated the universe's failsafe protocol, Comic Reboot. Reality itself seemed to pause, then rewind. The Oblivion Engine's effects were undone, the battle unfought, but something had changed. The boundaries between universes had blurred, allowing for the free flow of energy and information. As the cosmic reset completed, Samantha found herself back on Earth, standing before the United Nations. But this was an Earth forever changed. The sky shimmered with the visible energy of parallel realities. Aliens walked openly among humans, and every person on the planet was now aware of their connection to the cosmic whole. People of Earth, Samantha began, her voice carried to every corner of the globe and beyond, to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. We stand at the dawn of a new age, the age of quantum harmony. She explained how the cosmic reboot had fundamentally altered the nature of reality. The rigid boundaries between order and chaos, creation and destruction, had been replaced by a dynamic balance. The void dwellers were no longer enemies to be defeated, but a necessary part of the cosmic equation, their entropic nature now in harmony with the creative forces of the universe. We are all stewards now, Samantha concluded. Each of us has the power to shape reality, to explore the infinite possibilities of the multiverse. Our journey is just beginning. As her words echoed across dimensions, something unprecedented occurred. The metacosmic nexus, once a battlefield, transformed into a forum. Representatives from countless realities converged, ready to embark on a new era of multiversal cooperation and exploration. Humanity, once confined to a tiny blue planet, now stood at the center of a cosmic revolution. The barriers between science and magic, between the physical and the metaphysical, had crumbled. A new understanding of reality emerged, one that recognized the interconnectedness of all things and the power of consciousness to shape the very fabric of existence. As the assembly of multiversal beings discussed the implications of this new cosmic order, a signal was detected from the depths of the quantum foam, the substrate of reality itself. It was an invitation, a challenge, and a warning all in one. There were layers to existence beyond even the multiverse, realms where the concepts of space and time broke down completely, and something in those unfathomable depths had taken notice of humanity's ascension. Samantha smiled, her eyes gleaming with the light of infinite possibilities. "Well," she said to the assembled representatives of reality, "who's up for another adventure?" The crowd erupted in cheers, their excitement rippling across the quantum field. As plans were made and alliances formed, one thing became clear: the story of humanity and its place in the cosmos was far from over. In fact, it was just getting started. In living rooms and public squares across Earth, in alien hives and sentient nebulae throughout the galaxy, beings of all kinds watched in awe as the next chapter of cosmic history began to unfold. And at the heart of it all was humanity, flawed, beautiful, and unbreakable. The universe would never be the same again. Transcendent Odyssey, beyond the cosmic veil. The omniversal conclave hummed with energy as representatives from countless realities gathered in a space that existed everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. Dr. Samantha Chen, now a being of pure consciousness, addressed the assembly. Fellow sentients, we stand at the threshold of the unknown. Our journey has led us to the edge of comprehension itself. Are we ready to take the next step? As if in answer, a shimmering portal materialized in the center of the conclave. It was the gateway to the ultraverse, a realm beyond the multiverse, where the very concepts of dimension and causality broke down. With a collective surge of will, the assembled beings stepped through. What they experienced defied description in any known language. They found themselves in the primordial nexus, the source code of reality itself. Here, existence was not a given, but a choice. Entire universes flickered in and out of being with each cosmic thought. But they were not alone. Welcome, ascended ones. A voice that was not a voice resonated through their very essence. We are the axiom, the fundamental truths upon which all reality is built. The axiom, it turned out, were not creators, but living principles, the embodiment of concepts like causality, entropy, and free will, and they were at war. The balance is disrupted, the voice of causality explained. A force from outside threatens to unravel the fabric of existence itself. The threat was revealed, the void absolute, a non-existence so complete it made the entropy of the void dwellers seem like a creative force in comparison. It existed in the spaces between realities, slowly eroding the foundations of the omniverse. Samantha and her fellow ascended beings realized the true nature of their journey. They had been guided, tested, and transformed for this moment, to become the defenders of existence itself. But how does one fight non-existence? The answer came from an unexpected source. From the depths of human collective memory emerged an ancient concept, the Akashic Records, a compendium of all knowledge and experience across every plane of existence. With their ascended consciousness, Samantha and her companions could now access its cosmic database. Drawing upon the wisdom of countless civilizations, they forged a plan. They would create a conceptual firewall, a barrier of pure idea that would define and protect the boundaries of existence. The process was unlike anything conceived before. It required the voluntary sacrifice of individuality, as each ascended being contributed their unique perspective to the whole. Humans, aliens, and entities beyond description merged their consciousness into a singular purpose. As the firewall took shape, reality itself began to stabilize. The encroachment of the void absolute slowed, then stopped, but the battle was far from over. In a twist that shocked even the axiom, the void absolute revealed its true nature. It was not a mindless force, but a sentient entity, the incarnation of infinite potential, seeking to reset existence to a state of pure possibility. Faced with this cosmic paradox, Samantha made a decision that would reshape the very nature of reality. Instead of fighting the void absolute, she proposed a merger, a synthesis of existence and infinite potential. The process was cataclysmic. The boundaries between being and non-being blurred. For a moment that lasted an eternity, everything that was, is, or could be existed simultaneously. When the cosmic dust settled, a new reality had emerged. The omniverse had been reforged into the infinityverse, a realm where the line between actual and potential was fluid, where creation and exploration were one and the same. Samantha found herself back on Earth, but an Earth transformed beyond recognition. Humanity had become a species of reality shapers, each individual a universe unto themselves, yet all connected in a grand cosmic dance. The sky above was a canvas of infinite possibilities, each star a gateway to new adventures. The problems that once seemed insurmountable, war, scarcity, mortality, were now seen as opportunities for growth and creativity. But with this new power came great responsibility. Humanity and its allies across the infinityverse were now the caretakers of existence itself, tasked with maintaining the delicate balance between actuality and potential. As Samantha stood atop a mountain that existed in all possible states simultaneously, she addressed not just humanity, but all sentient beings across the infinityverse. We have transcended the boundaries of the known, faced the void, and emerged reborn. Our journey does not end here. It is, in fact, just beginning. The infinityverse awaits, full of wonders beyond imagination and challenges beyond comprehension. Together, we will write the next chapter of existence itself. As her words echoed across realities, a new era dawned. The age of cosmic exploration had begun, with humanity leading the charge into the unknown. Planets became playgrounds for the imagination. Galaxies transformed into vast networks of thought and experience. And at the heart of it all was the indomitable human spirit, now unfettered by the constraints of traditional existence. But even as they reveled in their newfound power, a question lingered in the back of every mind. What lay beyond the infinityverse? What new frontiers awaited those brave enough to seek them? As it can answer, a signal pulsed from the very edge of conceivable reality, an invitation, a challenge, and a promise. Whatever it was, humanity was ready. They had come so far, transcended so much, and they would face whatever came next the same way they always had, together, with courage, curiosity, and an unbreakable spirit. The human odyssey, it seemed, was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun.